And speaking of dairy products, it's time now for Ask the Expert. June is Dairy Month, and Americans love cheese, especially here in Wisconsin.
And we consume about 33 pounds of cheese a year. Registered dietitian Lori Meyer joins us live this afternoon. And is cheese healthy, or does it cause weight gain? That's a question many people talk about.
You know, cheese is the food we love to hate. We love it, but we are so guilty when we eat it. And we think that it causes weight gain. And in fact, there was a campaign recently that they thought that, you know, they were going to blame cheese. We have all these fat Americans, and so it must be all the cheese that we're eating. It really couldn't be further from the truth, because cheese, all the research shows that people who eat cheese actually weigh less. And when they did a couple of studies, and they found that women in particular, they were eating at least an ounce of cheese a day, they weighed less, had an easier time losing weight than the women who ate no cheese whatsoever. Another study showed that people who were snacking on cheese in the mid-afternoon, a couple ounces of cheese, maybe have with some fruit or a little vegetable, or just have a couple pieces of cheese, they actually ate less at dinner time, and that cut their calories, and they actually lost weight. So it's really not the cheese. We can't blame the cheese. It's probably all those other things. And if you're eating a cheeseburger with fries and everything else, maybe you have to look at the fries, not the cheese.
So you mentioned the losing weight. Cheese actually does help us do that?
It may help us to lose weight, because there's a couple of things that cheese has going for it. First of all, it's a great protein source, and we know protein's really important for metabolism. And it has calcium, and if you're deficient in calcium, that's going to slow metabolism. But it's the fat in cheese, and we saw the graphic. The fat in cheese is a really, really important thing. So don't get fat-free cheese, don't get low-fat cheese, get regular cheese. It's going to have more of this CLA, conjugated linoleic acid. This actually helps us losing weight, helps metabolism, helps with belly fat. Also, if you get grass-fed cheese, it's going to have a little bit more of omega-3 fat, the fish oil type fat, a little less of the omega-6, the vegetable oil fat, and this has also been shown to help with metabolism and help with weight loss. So, you know, you don't have to eat fat-free cheese, which is a really, really good thing, because it doesn't taste very good. So go for the fat, go for good cheese. And grass-fed cheese, and that's what I have a lot of here, our grass-fed cheese. We're seeing more and more of these coming out in the market, and all of these, many of these are Wisconsin products. But goat cheese traditionally is going to be a grass-fed, because goats, you know, they're grass eaters, and so if you buy a goat cheese, most likely it's going to be more of a grass-fed cheese. But many of these, many of our farmers now are making grass-fed. Saxon is a Wisconsin product, that's grass-fed. This Pleasant Ridge, that's a wonderful cheese. It's grown right here in Wisconsin. So kind of look for that on the label, and it will say it. I know the other question is raw milk, because we're seeing so many more raw milk cheeses. Is it safe, and is it good for us? Is it something we should do? It actually is fine to do. It actually has a little bit more of the CLA in it. It might actually be better for us, help reduce diabetes, so it is actually a really good thing.
Well, I'm sold. Eat more cheese.
Have some cheese.
Thank you, Lori.
Well, if you have a question for our expert, you know how to do. Just give us a call with the number you see on the screen. You can also use the email, which is asktheexpert@tmj4.com.